Welcome back. Now, the Kavango West Regional Council is pleading with government to assist with the implementation of the Zoned Green Scheme project following the completion of an environmental impact study. A consultative meeting was held at Kurankuru in the Kavango West. With more insight, I'm now joined on the line by Salomo Tenga, who is the Public Relations Officer of the Kavango West Regional Council. Good morning, Salomo, and welcome to GMN.
Good morning, Duchess. Good morning, Namibia. Thank you very much.
Very well. From the Kavango West region, what are some of the major concerns that the community have been expressing lately?
Our main challenge in particular will be maybe the non-availability of the isolation facility with regards to the COVID outbreak in the region. And we are highly concerned. And secondly, we have a main challenge with the water provision. We have a total of about 404 villages, of which only 269 villages do have access to water, while the remaining 135 villages have no water at all. And communities have to travel now an average of more than 10 kilometers to access potable water. And as a region, we have been allocated 3 million from the COVID-19 budget in that regard, and we are thankful. But we're utilizing this now to acquire. The council decided to purchase a water tank truck, and the remaining funds will be used to install some of water points that are already drilled. And this is now coming from the drought relief program that was last year, where the council managed to drill about 25 boreholes, and of the 25, 11 are still installed, and perhaps that is where we are looking at. And another point I can bring before the public is now the illegal crossing, which remains an issue. We should note that in the past, before the COVID-19 came about, crossing between the river into Angola and Namibia has been a normal practice, where some of the Angolans will cross to Namibia in Kurankuru now for maybe health issues or anything of that sort, or they want to do shopping. But then after their borders cross, there's been a constant message being thrown forward that no such should be experienced again. And taking into account now the relations of these people that are here on the other side, it has been a challenge. But then with the help of the law enforcement, we are really trying so much to bring peace to that. And the last one that I can share is that the EIG didn't really benefit the target group due to a number of challenges in the name of that is now the network coverage, and some not having the required documents, which are national documents.
National identity documents. Okay, now we understand that last week there was a consultative meeting to engage the residents of the Kavango West region on how best the region can then be supported financially to ensure that the zone irrigation project is realized. What are some of the outcomes from this consultative meeting?
Thank you. This was initially a consultation with key stakeholders. And however, the consultation process is still ongoing, and it's scaled up now to the level of the minister, because there have been constant invitation of the ED, Executive Director of the Ministry, to come forth so we can see how we can get on board and to see to it that, okay, this idea gets the desired attention. But now, not to say it's a disappointment, but so to say that need not happen. And in this meeting, we decided that perhaps it's time now we invite the minister himself so he can get to Kavango West, so we can sit with regional leadership to make up whatever that works in the best interest of the idea of the Zone Green Scheme project. And another resolution that was taken was that there's been an issue of human-wildlife conflict in the region. And we especially, but in particular, elephants. And they've been destroying crop fields and water infrastructure as much as the region, the government is trying so much to bring about this development in the name of water now provision. It has been a challenge. And the decision that was taken is that an assessment should be done to perhaps come up with a number of boreholes in the region that do not have protection structures, so that some money can be availed to put up such protection structures. And in the same manner, those that are to be installed, projects that are still to come, to include in the bill of quantity the protection structure, just to avoid elephants from destroying these water points.
Okay. Now, during the meeting, that is at the Regional Council, there was a proposal for a public-private partnership which already exists with already existing local farmers, small-scale farmers, to take on 1,830 hectares of land in that area. Take us through this.
This initially, we should start from last year, where the very first investment conference took place in the region. And this was now earmarked for such to happen for people that feel like they want to invest, to come forth before the region and say this is how they want to invest, and whatever that needs to, logistics that needs to take place, it can take place in that manner. And the Regional Council has taken note of the slow implementation of the Zone Green Scheme project. And those who intend to engage with the political, with the leadership now in the region, be it local or international, for the purpose of improving food security situation in the country, they are welcome. For now, we do not have any specific target of investors. But obviously, if there are local investors with the capacity to invest in the Zone Green Scheme project, will be given the opportunity, if they do prove that they both have the technical and the financial capacity to develop the green scheme. The council, as it is now, does not have any. How do I put it? We're just open to any investor that has the capacity.
You are not committed to any investor at the moment.
At the moment, it will be safe to say we are not committed to any investor at the moment.
Okay, good. Now, during the meeting, there were also concerned raised that the green scheme projects are being introduced in the region without the involvement of the regional leadership. Going forward, how do you plan on reconciling this?
Yeah, this is a major concern. The region is really concerned with various organizations, ministries that do not recognize the decentralization process of engaging with the regional council at planning stage regarding various projects being implemented in the region. Our focus for now is to have a proactive approach to engage and see how we can assist one another, since the projects are to benefit our residents and the nation at large. We should bring in the aspect of whatever that happens in constituencies. We believe there should be a steering committee that's supposed to spearhead this whole administration. And in such, the constituency councillor is expected to be a chair, to chair this committee. And this has not been happening in many instances. I can bring in the issue of Mankupi constituency, where we have Game Range and Mangeti. The constituency councillor in that constituency really has been proactive, and he chairs the committee that we are talking about.
Yeah.
And the regional council has benefited so much from that Game Range.
Great.
And
so
what I'm trying to bring forward is that if we decided that the request now is to review the steering committee, so it can be seen to come forward. So the constituency councillors can be involved. So in the same manner, then the regional council will be in the know of what is happening in the constituencies.
Good. Thank you so much, Salomo, and all the best with implementing these projects forward.
Thank you very much, and
Sure.
thanks.
There you have it, us in conversation with Salomo Tenga, Public Relations Officer at the Kavango West Regional Council, talking to us about the planned Zone Green Scheme project in that region. GMN will continue after this short break. Stay tuned.